Bob. She's like, oh, this is X Factor. She went, oh, go on then.
Well, I was saying.
Well, what about the girl who looked like a fat baby? She went on there with a dream. It's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah!
But the point is, I'm not saying you all have to go on the X Factor if you're a hopeless idiot. I'm saying if you've got a little bit of talent and you pursue it, it might take you somewhere. If you want to be a vet or a doctor or a pop star, you might have a chance. You may as well have a stab for it. But instead, oh, it's alright, I'll just sit around in the underpants.
Yeah, they're doing a new one, the X-Ray Factor, where you can actually, become a top radiologist.
But I've said this for an idea. I think they should do that. Because how many singers do we need in the world? You see, that's the thing. We're talking about the future. Yeah. I think we're not going to talk anymore. I think it's going to be like living in an opera. The way things are going on now, everyone wants to sing.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you did a TV programme to try and get a doctor,
X-Ray Factor.
It's all about, getting in young kids, do live surgery. There's big queues anyway. People are queuing up to have operations done.
Yeah.
So you say, look, Hilda, you have got a problem with your left bunion. You can either wait for your proper doctor and hospital, but it's going to be a 2-year waiting list.
Or you got Jedward do it for you.
Are you free Saturday night, live?
Because we've got 2 17-year-olds who are going to do it.
Hilda! She comes out.
It's a little voice. I've never heard him do a little voice before.
So
okay. So this is what is this? This is a talent show where people can have a go at being a doctor.
Right, well, this is like something from the Middle Ages.
But they need volunteers who would rather have an apprentice, someone have a go.
It's not even an apprentice, it's someone with no training at all.
Yeah.
They learn how to do major operations in a week.
But no, not major ones, that's for the final. You do
of course, you got to build up, sure.
But you
a heart transplant for the final.
So anyway, so it's Hilda, and Hilda's not the person, she's not operating, she's just the person who needs a bunion removed.
She's the foot problem, yeah.
So she comes in, they have a quick chat with her.
Have a chat with her, how's your life been? Bit of Coldplay under her. She's going, oh, it's terrible, I can hardly walk and all that, and they go, right.
Here's a family who looks like a baby.
And then...
And you think this is you don't see any problems with this so far? You've not identified any concerns yet?
If it means you get younger people into other jobs other than singing.
I agree with you. I think it's crazy that everyone now just wants to be famous, a singer or something, and we don't need them. They're just contriving it. All they're doing is knocking the last one off the top number one spot. It's just a factory.
But I'm not talking about everyone should try and be a singer, am I? What I'm saying is sometimes you're allowed to pursue your dreams, and they might be you may fulfil those dreams. There's nothing wrong with that. It may be that you want to operate on a woman called Hilda or a bunion. Pursue that. Go on. But according to your negative views, we shouldn't even try and do that either.
What I'm saying is...
Go on. What's he saying?
Leona was an example. I'm not saying everyone should try and be like Leona.
No, but listen to his point, Stephen, because it's got a very good point coming up.
Here it comes. This is it.
Okay. He hasn't said a normal word yet, but he's going to say some now, and they're all going to be profound.
People's dreams aren't their own dreams.
Oh, hold on. What do you mean by that?
Okay, keep going. No. He'll explain. You don't need to ask any questions. He'll explain.
Because they think they know what they want because they see it on the telly. They see, someone singing a song and they go, I want to do that. So all I'm saying is, change the dreams. Change the dreams.
Yeah.
Surgery. They're watching that. They're seeing Hilda happy with a better foot. The doctor's getting all the praise. They go, I want a bit of that action. That's what it's about. They don't want to be singers. They want to be known. They want to be famous.
Yeah.
So, fine, have a bit of fame, but do some good. Fix Hilda's foot.
Sorry, was that the end of the point?
Yeah, because all we've done, we've changed the dreams. Dreams are...
Well, you hit on a good point there, because what is astounding is that when people are inundated with praise for people who are just clothes horses. They are just skinny nobodies who don't do anything except have their picture taken, and they're role models in particular. But it's just these people who want to be seen with other celebrities and marry celebrities and be a celebrity. People think that's an easy life because they're getting rewarded for it, and yet someone who's stuck in a laboratory trying to come up with a cure for AIDS, they don't know or care about them. And
okay, can I just point out though that if we're going to have a go at people being successful, making money and being well known for doing nothing of any value, I point you to the man sat opposite me here.
And that's, I tell you, there's times when I, lie awake at night thinking, what was my dreams?
Yeah, but
I'd love to be a little
I've got a new boiler.
Hold on.
And 2 houses.
I'd love to be a little doctor.
Yeah, I mean, it's past me now. There's no way I can go back.
Well,
but it would have been.
You're wrong. Carl Pilkington. Hilda. What is it? What now, Hilda? What's up with you? I've got terrible piles. There's some sort of blockage up there. I haven't gone to the excuse me, I haven't gone to the toilet for a week. Well, Carl, can you unblock Hilda's arse? Now live, unblocking Hilda's arse, Carl Pilkington.
I thought she had bad feet.
No, her feet would, no. Jedward fixed her feet. There's a lovely job, that's why I stayed in last week. Her arse is worse than her feet. It's because she's been off her feet for so long, because she couldn't walk. Her arse took the brunt of it, and it's just terrible. Piles have burst, it's blocked up there where all she just eats is cheese because she's so depressed.
I'd probably knock it on the head there.
Why?
I'd just say, like going back to the street thing, I've gone down the wrong avenue. I go, this isn't for me, I didn't know I'd be, eye to eye with this. It's not for me, and that's how you find out that it's not for you, by doing it.
Right.
But at least I gave it a go.
So this the same as you had one fight with Leroy, you went along to a dance studio that was shut, you've seen Hilda's arse, and it's turned you off proctology.
Once again, you've just abandoned it.
Yeah, well, there's no point.
Have a go! Just feel inside Hilda's back passage, feel the blockage.
Right. No, because the audience have already decided. They've seen a weakness in me, they're going to vote me out.
No,
there's no point me getting dirty fingers for this.
Well, that's about it for the Ricky Gervais Guide to the Future. The next audiobook in this series is the Ricky Gervais Guide to the Human Body. Look forward to that.
Will do.
It's goodbye from me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
goodbye,
and the little round-headed shaven chimp that is forever Carl Pilkington.
Alright.
Audible hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Hello, and welcome to this free podcast to hopefully make you aware of the forthcoming audiobook, The Ricky Gervais Guide to the Human Body. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, it's pretty in-depth, this one.
Yeah, usually I put a warning on some of these. They shouldn't be used as part of a thesis. But I'm pretty confident that this probably could help you pass a medical degree or biology degree.
Yes.
If you were to listen to this, I'd say 3 or 4 times, you probably are.
We're certainly halfway to being a doctor.
Halfway in the sense, on the way to the surgery.
Yeah.
Dribbling.
Particularly if you follow any of the procedures that we discuss.
Yeah.
Because some of them are quite...
Wait, you're halfway on the way to the doctor with a very sore arse.
Exactly. Without wishing to give anything away, vis-a-vis what we discuss.
No.
But,
we discussed the body and mind. Let's not disconnect the mind from the body.
Please don't.
And like Carl does, disconnects everything from everything else, like it's all functioning independently and having little arguments.
Yeah, like it's a Mr. Potato Head.
He has a few arguments in this one. We were discussing.
He has a few arguments with himself in this one.
Well, mainly he only has arguments with himself because we don't listen. We were discussing reminiscing, weren't we? One of the useful upshots of the brain and existence, our time on this earth, is that we can look back at good times, and this is what Carl came up with. When was the last time you reminisced?
Well, my mum and dad have been round, haven't they, so been reminiscing a lot.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about?
We were just chatting about Tic Tacs.
One of the great memories, the happy memories.
The Tic Tacs. Now, I used to love them.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah.
My dad got a load of them.
This year?
No, years ago. Years ago, when I loved them. I said, I love Tic Tacs, me.
Yeah.
He met one of his mates.
He didn't nick them from the sweet shop?
No,
that's not
he knew some mate who could get his hand on a load.
Right.
And he must have got about 30 crates of Tic Tacs.
30 crates of Tic Tacs?
Honestly, with like about 24 on each crate. we got them, stuck them in a cupboard under the just in the kitchen, in the corner.
Yeah.
Now I worked my way through about 6 crates. I was quite happy.
In how long?
I don't know, in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something.
Right.
And then after that, I'm getting sick of these.
Right.
Yeah. You were minty fresh, but you were sick of
lovely
them.
fresh breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I haven't got that much more to tell you about it. It's just.
Sorry, whoa. Bear in mind, this was something he was recently reminiscing with his parents about. They were sat round, and we've already learned up to an hour could go by reminiscing. Sat round for an hour, talking about the
I've
great
already run out of
saga.
responses. I've got nothing to say about that.
Opinion.
I mean, I was nearly going to say, what'd you do with the empty little flicky Tic Tac boxes?
But then you realise that that's utterly dull and boring.
Well, I was struggling. I don't know what this anecdote is, other than a bloke. Other than you said to your dad, I like Tic Tacs, mate. He went, all right, I talked to Albert. Albert, you got Tic Tacs? I've got 30 crates, if that'll do. Yeah, yeah, bring him round. Put him under cupboard. He's got through 12 crates. What's his breath like? Fucking lovely, but he's been sick all over the cunting place. Oh, do you want some more? No, of course we fucking don't. You'll talk about that in a few years' time. Of course we will, for about a fucking hour. No. Then we bring it up in an audio book.
But I think that's how we got onto it, because even though I tried to get rid of Tic Tacs, you can have them for free. We used a load in the cat litter tray.
No, you didn't.
We did. It was just ways of getting rid of them.
Jesus Christ!
Sort of freshy smell, isn't it?
That's
it's the same
amazing.
sort of condensity in that, isn't it?
Condensity, it is the same condensity.
Yeah, so I got rid of them like that. And then the weird thing was, even though I'd got shut of them all, you'd be backing up and you'd always hear one ting its way up the tube.
It's tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube. Ding tong, ping pong. It's tinging its way up the tube.
That sounds like something from Willy Wonka.
Oh God!
No, it's just I'm just demonstrating that because that's how many of them there were around the house. You'd drop them, they'd go in every corner and that, like Pac-Man or something. They'd be everywhere. You'd be backing
amazing.
up, tinging it up.
Sheila's getting married. Hannah gets confetti. Don't buy any confetti. Go to cupboard under stairs.
So yeah, that's a little memory there, isn't it?
It is a little memory.
Now it's a really little memory.
The strange Tic Tac house in Salford, where everything is made of Tic Tacs.
Wow, that must have been a hell of a time with your parents there. The old Tic Tac
No, but it's better. You see, you're saying, oh, what a boring story that is. But when
I see
mum and dad
re-gravelled the drive. Yeah, smell it. suck the drive if you want. So, hope you enjoyed that little free taster, and we hope you download The Real Thing, the Ricky Gervais Guide to the Human Body. With me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, goodbye, and Carl Pilkington.
Alright.
This audio program is presented by Audible.com. Audible. Audio that speaks to you wherever you are.
As Aldous Huxley once said, man is an intelligence in servitude to his organs. Made from the same stuff as algae, the human body has evolved into the most complex organism in the universe. An animal with power of introspection, conceiving complex metaphysical notions of morality, beauty and love, while at the same time battling time, illness and even death with even more sophisticated scientific weaponry. While we may still marvel at its complexity, what do we know about the human body? What are its wonders and limitations? And with scientific and medical technology moving ever forward, how will the human body evolve over the centuries to come? To discuss these questions and more, I'm joined by Stephen Merchant, award-winning writer and graduate of the University of Warwick. Hello. And Carl Pilkington, a man without formal academic qualifications or any awards to speak of, but he's good at other things. Cleaning windows, for example, with his fucking tongue, Gump.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it? Alright.
All your cells die and are replaced many times over in your life, except the brain cells. You only lose them. You lose hundreds and millions and trillions, right? And you've still got plenty left, don't worry, or most people have. So only a small percentage of the cells you're born with remain yours, the brain cells. So supposing you're 99% different all the time, you're changing. is that the same person? Well, you'd say, yeah, because you've got the important ones, the brain cells, which keeps your memory, your personality, your input, the you.
But then, as we talked before, if you took your brain and put it in someone else, would you be the same person? You know,
well, then,
what defines the person?
Yeah, it's the brain, isn't it?
It is the brain, but then if you look different, you'd be treated differently and you have a different personality. You could still the same person, but people change anyway. People's personalities change. And if you're in a car accident and you lose all your memories, you've got the same hardware. People have had complete personality changes.
Particularly through car. I knew someone whose girlfriend was in a terrible accident and she lost a lot of her memory, and so the person she was with, her boyfriend or fiance, she no longer related to them in the same way, and equally he obviously that wasn't the same woman that
but was it his fault? Was it his fault?
Wasn't his fault.
What's that got to do with it? What's that got to do with it?
No, was it his fault? Was the accident his
well, what's
fault?
that got to do with it?
Because you would be fed up, wouldn't you?
That's a completely different point that he was making.
No, it wasn't. He said a woman had an accident.
Yeah, but we were talking about, are you the same person?
Well, hang on, let's hear what Carl's point is.
You said, this woman was in an accident.
Yeah.
It's terrible, that. It's sad.
Yeah.
Now, all I'm saying is
she went... opinion just popped in there. Terrible, that. Sad. Yeah.
She went off him.
I'll pass on your condolences.
Yeah.
She went off the fella.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, you're saying, it's because a brain had a knock and went, I'm not into him anymore. But all I'm saying is, if it was his fault who was driving the car and it happened because of him, you would sort of go,
yeah, but that's not the point I was making at all.
He
wasn't involved, but B, it was because she got a form of amnesia, so she didn't relate to him in the same way, because the life they'd spent together, she no longer had a memory of, and equally, when he was talking to her, she was no longer the person that he'd first met. Do you see what I mean? So that's what my point was. Not because he was in...
Yeah, no, I can understand that. That doesn't surprise me that much, I suppose. At the end of the day, it is what you go through, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can hark back and talk about stuff.
Harp back. You can harp back.
Is that what a good relationship is based on? If there's a lot of young people out there listening, they're wondering what to look for.
I think that's the best thing about getting old, isn't it? You can sit down and do nothing but think about a lot. If you're a baby, you've done now, you're lying there, you can't walk. I can't remember being a baby, and I put that down to it being boring. Because you only remember the good things.
You can't remember your birthday!
No, it's you remember the good things in life, don't you? I'm quite happy I can sit down for a good hour or so and just think back and go, that was good.
When was the last time you reminisced?
Well, my mum and dad have been round, haven't they, so been reminiscing a lot.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about?
We're just chatting about Tic Tacs.
One of the great memories, the happy memories.
No, because you see, here's the thing. You're saying how that woman changed when she had her head caved in.
He never said that.
What did you? Well, the brain accident.
Yeah. Brain accident. Yeah.
The Tic Tacs. Now, I used to love them.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah.
My dad got a load of them.
This year?
No, years ago. Years ago, when I loved them, I said I loved Tic Tacs. Me.
Yeah.
He met one of his mates.
He didn't nick him from the sweet shop.
No,
that's what
he knew some mate who get his hand on a load, and he must have got
30 crates of Tic Tacs.
Honestly, with like about 24 on each crate. We got them, stuck them in a cupboard under the just in the kitchen, in the corner.
Yeah.
Now I worked my way through about 6 crates. I was quite happy.
In how long?
I don't know, in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something.
Right.
And then after that, I'm getting sick of these.
Right.
Yeah. You were minty fresh, but you were sick
lovely
of them.
fresh breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I haven't got that much more to tell you about it. It's just...
Sorry, whoa. Bear in mind, this was something he was recently reminiscing with his parents about. They were sat round, and we've already learned up to an hour could go by reminiscing. Sat round for an hour, talking about the
I've
great
already run out of
saga.
responses. I've got nothing to say about that.
Opinion.
I was nearly going to say, what do you do with the empty little flicky Tic Tac boxes?
But then you realise that that's utterly dull and boring.
Well, I was struggling. I don't know what this anecdote is, other than a bloke. Other than you said your dad, I like Tic Tacs, me. He went, all right, I talked to Albert. Albert, you got Tic Tacs? I've got 30 crates, if that'll do, yeah? Yeah, bring him round. Put him under cupboard. He's got through 12 crates. What's his breath like? Fucking lovely, but he's been sick all over the cunting place. Oh, do you want some more? No, of course we fucking don't. You'll talk about that in a few years' time. Of course we will for about a fucking hour. No. Then we bring it up in an audio book.
But I think that's how we got onto it, because even though I tried to get rid of a load, I used to give them to mates, take them to school, say, have some Tic Tacs. You can have them for free. We used a load in the cat litter tray.
No, you didn't.
We did. It was just ways of getting rid of them.
Jesus Christ!
Sort of freshy smell, isn't it?
That's
it's the same
amazing.
sort of condensity in that, isn't it?
Condensity, it is the same condensity.
Yeah, so I got rid of them like that. And then the weird thing was, even though I'd got shut of them all, you'd be backing up and you'd always hear one ting its way up the tube.
It's tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube. Ting tong ping pong. It's tinging its way up the tube.
That sounds like something from Willy Wonka.
Oh God.